and welcome everyone to your Thursday edition of the Daily 8 on the News 8 Live Desk. Phil Penarski here with the top 8 stories that we're following today. Hopefully everyone's been able to handle all the snow that we got last night and into this morning. It's another busy day all across West Michigan, so let's get right into things with our first story of the day. The Grand Rapids Police Department is looking into a death after a body was found Wednesday afternoon. According to GRPD, the body was reported shortly after 1 p.m. near the East Beltline just south of Burton Street. Little information has been released at this time. An autopsy is currently being done to determine a cause of death. We will be bringing you all of the latest information once it's been made available to us, and you can find it over on woodtv.com. The Immigrant Assistance Center of West Michigan is offering free legal clinics this month and next to help parents with minor children establish a power of attorney plan in case they need to leave the United States. These sessions, which are done with the help of Ms. Leavitt's Law, will provide 2 notarized copies of the document as well as resources on family preparedness and legal rights. This comes after the center says they have seen an increase of 25 to 35% in weekly calls to their offices since Election Day last November. These sessions are free, and you can find out how to make a reservation for one by checking out our story on woodtv.com. Michigan State Police are now searching for a man that is believed to be connected to several thefts in the surrounding Kalamazoo area. This is a photo of the suspect provided to us from MSP that was captured on camera. He was said to have been in possession of a stolen car and also probably a stolen trailer and motorcycle in that surveillance footage. This man is also believed to have connections to several mail thefts and larcenies in the Kalamazoo, Comstock, and Portage areas as well. Anyone with information on this case is asked to contact MSP at 269-558-0500 or by contacting Silent Observer. Next, you might be seeing an increase in skunks this time of year as it's officially mating season for the animal. The Michigan Department of Natural Resources says the season lasts from February to March, meaning they will be much more present and active during this time. And while you definitely don't want to get sprayed by them, there are other dangers that skunks pose to your pets, including rabies and other illnesses, and that's why the DNR has released several helpful tips to prevent any issues this time of year. They range from keeping your trash stored properly, putting up some fencing underneath your porch, and what to do if you do get sprayed and how not to be so smelly afterwards. All of those tips and more can be found over on our website inside our story. And some big news now for the Big House in Ann Arbor. After 98 years of providing a place for iconic football games, graduations, and just lots of memories in general for the community, Michigan Stadium will host its first ever concert this fall. AEG Presents announced that Zach Bryan will be performing on September 27th alongside Ryan Bingham, the Texas Gentleman, and Joshua Stone, and even John Mayer will also be on the bill for that concert. Tickets for the show are set to go on sale starting tomorrow at 10 a.m., and our website is the perfect place to go ahead and grab them once they do become available tomorrow. And you can also get a little bit of a history lesson on the Big House and what this means for Michigan Stadium as well. And something else people can check out is just over in Lakeview as the 2025 World Ice Fishing Championships are already underway. Anglers from 10 different countries are currently battling it out for the title. This is actually the first time the United States has hosted the competition since 2013. The teams are on Tamarack Lake and will be there throughout the weekend. The smaller fish in the lake helps with speed fishing for this competition, which could be good for Team USA, although the European teams are said to also be experts in speed fishing as well. Team USA finished runners-up in Mongolia last year, and they look to take the title this time around. And I guess this is a good reason for all this winter weather, allowing the anglers to be out there on the ice. I'm not necessarily happy about it. I'm sure some people might have differing opinions as well, but this is the perfect time to check in with Storm Teammate meteorologist Matt Kirkwood to see if there is a light at the end of all this tunnel.
System snow on its way out, but we have some lake effect snow to contend with today, and plus the wind is going to pick up a fair amount this afternoon, so blowing, drifting snow is likely. About an inch or less of snow expected throughout the day, and you can see temperatures on the cool side in the mid-20s out there. Notice that wind out of the west 10 to 20 miles an hour, some gusts up around 30 miles an hour. So north-south oriented roads will be the most challenging to drive on. Then as we head into this upcoming weekend, we're going to see some snow develop, it looks like, in the day on Friday evening right in through through Saturday and probably Sunday as well. What we're tracking out there is lake effect today, system snow Friday night and Saturday. So we'll be shoveling by Saturday morning. And then Arctic air arrives next week. And boy, does it look cold. So several inches of snow expected from Friday night all the way through Sunday. So we're going to have several rounds or several chances to shovel. And then here comes the Arctic air with several days with highs only in the teens expected. And some of those lows could even dip below zero at times.
All right, thanks, Matt. And we end today's show with an honoring ceremony that took place in Grand Rapids yesterday. Back in October, Tim Ruff suffered a heart attack during the Grand Rapids Marathon. Thankfully for him, though, a Life EMS ambulance crew was on standby and there to save his life. Now, a few months later, those EMTs were honored at a special ceremony with Ruff in attendance. He says he didn't remember a whole lot about that day, but wanted to extend his thanks to them in person. And that's a great way to end today's Daily 8. Of course, we will have 8 more stories for you tomorrow as we get set for the weekend, including a look at your weekend planner. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning into this latest edition of the News 8 Live Desk. I'm Phil Panarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.